Hello there, welcome to another day. This is the Cajun Gaming Guild, and today we're going to start episode 2 of Stronghold Defenders. If you haven't watched my first episode, I go over how to play the game, a bunch of different tips, tricks, things that are going to help you advance in the game. Because this is not a game that you can beat the first round. You're going to end up getting science points, which you can spend in the tech tree. If you need any information on how to play the game or tips, I would suggest you go watch that video. Because from now on, all I'm going to do is continue my playthrough until I beat the game, which could take anywhere from, I'm going to guess, under 10 episodes, but it should take me roughly 8 to 10 hours to do. Okay? You don't have to follow along on every episode, but if you do want to follow along, every episode I will show you what I have unlocked in the tech tree. Okay? And I'll explain new things into the game as I open them and unlock them. And hopefully that'll help you along. So let's get right into it. I'm going to click new game and see what the board generates for us this time. It is random, don't forget. So, unlike the last map, we only have one cloud in this one. Okay, so that's a little bit poor luck. We do have a loop, which is awesome. Love that. So we'll put the archer tower in the loop. Good. Yeah, I think right here looks pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. So that's our archer tower taken care of. Fishing station. We do not have the large fishing spots open yet, so we're just going to try and find one. There's 6 there. 7. Anything better? No, I mean 7 is great. Oh my, that's good. That one there's big. We'll keep that one. Mining, we're definitely looking for more of these blue mithril covered stones at once before we have to move it. So we're going to go with this one, has 2. And last but not least, the lumber station. We're looking for a couple purples if we can. The only way I'm going to get that, and you know what, I'm going to do this. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I can always put my mining station here later as well to get the 2 rocks later. But for now, I was able to hit the 2 purple. That should be a good start. And as you can see, I'm getting +5 now because of this. All right. And I'm going to get +2 research because of the mithril deposits. Okay. So, right off the bat, we are good to go. I am going to play through on a faster game speed. You should still be able to relatively keep up. It's not too bad. And let's go ahead and start the first day. See? I'll speed this up. Got our first blueprint. Let's see what we got. Okay, again, we got a market. I'm definitely going to take that. Helps at the start of the game. Nothing else we can do, so let's go ahead and start day 2. Awesome. Alright, we got a skill point. I'm going to put that right in economy. And that's good. Day 3. Shouldn't have any problem till at least day 4, where we might leak, but unless I get another tower. Haven't decided yet, I might. Definitely going to buy some wood. Get a blueprint. Ballista. Yes, we're going to take that. Okay, Ballista has quite a good size range, as you can see. Gigantic. So it basically covers the entire map right to the stronghold. We're going to put it right there. And I'm going to have this focused on the strongest. Since it can hit everything, it'll just focus on the strongest. And this archer tower will finish them off every round. We are good to go. We have 15 restoration. We could take a chance and unlock this cloud. But this game, I think I'm going to try and knock this down twice, if possible, since we have a little bit of bonus to restoration right from the get-go. There we go. So right off, we have 6 days before the corruption grows, and we can already knock this down once. So we're going to do that right away. 1 down. 1 to go in 6 days should be possible. 6 times 5 is 30. So all we would have to do in order to make it is upgrade our faith 1 time. So we may do that right away. And actually, we're going to do it right now, just to make sure that we have it done by then. Upgrade that. Normally I would do economy, but I'd prefer to have this knocked down a level. It'll allow us to get further, which gives us more science. All right. Another blueprint. Awesome. Okay. Market. Archer Tower. My personal favorite thing in the game. Some people are going to like it. I mean, it's not a tower, so it's not as good as the Marksman's Tower. But I do love these spike traps. Reason being is you can put them on the ground, and things as they walk over them are going to get hit. And on a loop, they're going to walk around and they're going to get hit twice. These things do a ton of damage, so they're handy to put down. You can upgrade the damage using skill points, which is awesome. And you can also get to upgrade these down the road, which allows for critical hits, which kills stuff way faster. So we have 8 gold. We're going to spend that. We're going to buy another upgrade for our castle and grow up our economy to max. For those upgrades anyway, it's max. So you can see stuff's coming out and it's almost dead just walking over the spike trap. It's a pretty handy rig, this. Okay, we got our first employee. Mining station has no available resources to gather from, so we have to be careful of that. So our mining station here has no rocks around it, so it's absolutely going to be useless unless we move it. So we are going to check. This still has 2 more rounds here, so there's no point moving it there. So we are, oh, sorry, I didn't want to put a worker there. So we're going to click on this, and to move it, it's going to cost us 3 gold out of our 8, which is fine because we want to make sure that we're collecting rock every turn. I'm going to put it here because I want to collect the mithril first, and if it runs out before I can get the money to move it, I'll at least have a little bit of stone for some more rounds. But the next time I move that, I'd like to move it here, so I need this out of there before I do that. Alright, we got a new blueprint. Burn skill. Oh, I didn't get a blueprint. I got research. I had enough research point over the last 6 turns to gain 12, which was enough to open a new skill. An accord. So we can burn skill. Unlock the burn skill for all marksman's towers. Amazing. In my opinion, burn skill is probably one of the better skills you can get in this game. Other than the one that increases your speed, this is probably the next best one. Because once you hit a creature, it will take damage over time for 4 seconds. So basically, if you hit it once when it's going around the loop, and your tower just can't reach it yet, but then it comes around a second time and you're able to hit it again, it takes an additional 80 damage, which is very, very nice. Besides the damage it's already doing. So burn skill, awesome. Expertise skill increases the damage by 5% every single day after this point, up to a maximum of 30 damage for all my ballista. I do have a ballista, so that would be good to have. I do not have a marksman tower, so that one not really so good unless I get one, and I can't take the chance that I'm going to find one. So I usually pick something that I already own. I do not have a trebuchet, so this one gives us chance to stun. We're going to go with this one, which increases my ballista damage, which is going to help me big time in the end. We have a worker. We could put the worker on one of our things or on our resource stations, or we could put it right here on our ballista to give it more damage, increasing that damage even more. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Go to the next. Awesome. Very easy. We'll definitely finish this one. No problems whatsoever. Awesome. Okay. We have enough gold, so we will buy some wood. All right. 2 days left. Do we have enough? Okay, good. So we have to move this lumber station because there's no more wood around. I'll put that right here, so we will collect 2 of these. Now, once I run out of this mithril, I might not waste my time on the rocks. I might just move this next turn up to here so I can start collecting from both of those. We have enough gold again. We almost, one more day, I'll be able to zap that down and it will be exactly where we want it to be before it expands. Therefore, their hit point bar will not grow into these big, huge purple monsters. So we're going to buy some more wood and get a new blueprint. Shooting bunker, lumber station, archer tower. I don't feel like I need more damage right now. So we are going to get a lumber station. We will put this down here. Yes, that's a mining station. We're going to put it right here to collect that. And once it's done, instead of moving it right away, we might just collect this for a few rounds. I'll get rid of that stone, so that way I can move one there. And the only other one is here, so we should be fine until we can move the clouds back, if we even get to that point this run, but we're going to hope for the best. Here we go. Next day. We'll definitely have enough to destroy that one more time. And we're just in time, too, because this is the last round before it would grow. So this should bring it to 0%, which is what we want. And this will bring our morale up to 7. We have enough to buy something, so we're going to go with skill point, since we can. What would that give us here? It would give us a faster ballista, which would be really nice to have. It'll increase it from 0.55 bolts shot per second to 1.02, which would be a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Or we could increase our damage by 5% every day. That would increase to a maximum of 50 instead of 30. I don't feel like that's super important, and I'm not I mean, that would help. It would basically double our speed on this puppy. But, and I think I explained it in the first video opposite. I'm saying that the higher number is worse, but the higher number is better, actually, because you get more off per second instead of less. So, yeah, the bigger the number this is, the better it is. My bad. Okay, so we are going to spend that here instead. Our economy is maxed. We're definitely going to hit that up in the faith to get more. So we're getting 11 restoration per turn. And we should be okay to kill this round. Hopefully we'll survive. I can't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, we're definitely going to win. But as you've seen, they did get pretty far. So we only basically have one more round before we have to at least get one more tower of some type to help us out here. So, our purples, we can recover 15% of all restoration spent. That means from this point on, you're not going to get any restoration you already spent. It's only from this point on. So if I was to knock this down, let's say, I think it's in the 40s that I have to spend to get rid of that last purple bar. To destroy this, I will get 15% of that back. Okay? Or we can add restoration to the trading post and buy it for gold. Or we can get 3 restoration points when we deplete any fishing spot, and I think we are going to go with that one round. Okay, so let's just double check to make sure our fishing spot still has plenty of food. It does. We're good there. This still has some purples to work with. This is empty of blue mithril deposits, so we're going to take and spend our $3. And we're going to move this up here so that it has some fresh mithril to keep that research coming, okay? We don't have enough money now, though, because of that, so that's fine. We have 16 points. At this point, I'm definitely going to spend this and see what's behind this cloud, hoping for the best. With 1 worker assigned, it will produce 18 research every 3 days. That one there, a little better than the last one that we had, but it's still going to require 3 days to get it. And we're going to have to waste our little bit of damage that at this point in time, we only have 1 worker. We need that worker to be here, or else we might not survive the next wave even. But because we need to get a new blueprint within the next day. So we only have basically 1 more free day before we get hit. We'll go ahead and play this one. Yeah, no problem. We're going to survive this with no leaks. And we will be able to buy some wood. So we're going to do that and hope for a tower of some type. Excellent. Now, because I unlocked that ballista skill, yes, I do love marksman towers more, but because I already unlocked this ballista skill, and it's going to be a little bit stronger than the marksman tower, we're not going to get very much further. We won't see day 20, I don't believe. It's still kind of early in the game. So we are going to just take the ballista and try and push as far as we can using that. All right, so let's put that puppy here, which will give us still a pretty good distance. That would as well. You know what, we'll go there instead. And we're not going to go for the strongest units. Should we? No, we're going to keep that on first. So we have 1 on the strongest, 1 on the first. That way there, they shouldn't get as far. And we should be okay now. We might actually make this a couple more rounds pretty easily. But there are going to be yellows. Yeah, looks like it's bringing it down pretty good. Again, these traps are awesome to have. Let's see how much it costs. 46 to bring that down a whole nother notch, but by doing so, it's going to destroy these clouds, and we will be able to see more of the map and extend our path a little further, so it's a little bit easier to protect, because you can put towers down there as well. We have $15. Let's us dollars, gold coins. We will see. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself another worker now. We're close enough to do so. And with this worker, I'm going to put this, this is done. So we're going to move this as well. We'll move this here so it gets purple and forest once it's done. We're going to put this in the ballista, I guess. Let's continue. Awesome. 37, so I would say probably 1 more round. Yep, that'll definitely put us over the 46 mark. We will spend some money buying wood this round and hope for the best. Hopefully we'll survive. Yeah, see, we're getting more reds now. We're still handling it. It looks like we're still handling it pretty good. Looks good. Excellent. I think the next round, though, it's going to spawn 3 yellow ones at once. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. But we are going to be able to destroy this and push it back, which should help us a little bit here. Boom. Now, if you get lucky, sometimes you'll have another loop here, and that is awesome. But we didn't, which is minor. It's very rare that that's going to happen. So I'm happy with that, but we are very unlucky because this time we again only got 1 cloud in the second area. Normally you'll get 2 here too. So our clouds, we haven't been having much luck with those, but you'll see it did unlock a crap ton of purple trees and a ton of blue rocks. So that is going to help us out a lot. I do like that. Because you don't want to have to move these things around and waste your gold, which you do want to spend on resources instead of moving your houses around. So just be aware of that. So let me check this. This has a couple more rounds left there. This still has a little bit left of that. That has a little purple here. and my fishing is good. You do want to check that stuff, because if you go a couple rounds without collecting restoration bonuses, it can really affect your end game. Okay, make sure you stay on top of that throughout your playthroughs. We're good though. We do have some gold to spend. We're going to buy wood and get a new blueprint. Trebuchet, let's go with I'm not going to go with a third lumber station. I do think that we need to balance it out. So if there was a mining station here, I might have taken that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with the trebuchet, because I don't think we're going to survive the next round without it. We might have, but I don't want to take the chance. And we're going to put that here. And we're going to put this to strong. So therefore, it's always going to focus on the yellow slimes to get those down so that this stuff can finish it off by the time it reaches. See, those slimes are already half-life by the time they get there. That is going to help us out a huge amount. Easy peasy. No more leakage there. Should be good for the next couple. We probably can make it right to day 20 at this point, I think. Let's hope. And we'll go with, could go with another skill point the next day, like 2 days from now, but we're going to stick with the wood. Good to go. One thing, these clouds, since they're in the second section of our area, they are double the price. So instead of 12, they're 24 to destroy. Just to point that out. I think we're going to spend our wood again. Hold on. Yeah, we'll have gold in it. Station around, because I believe this mining station no longer has any blue, and you do want to try and keep that coming as long as you can. As long as you can afford to move it, you should move it. This needs wood. We do not have enough gold to move it yet though, but at least it has regular trees. And and this one's not producing. So really, if I could back up time, I would have moved one of my lumber stations instead, because I still would have got at least a little bit of rock and a little bit of wood, and then I would have got restoration, because restoration is way more important than research. So that was my bad, and if I would have paid more attention, I would have caught that. But anyway, that's just a tip that you will make mistakes sometimes, and hopefully you'll catch it before I do. Before I did, we're going to go on with the next round. Yeah, this one's no problem whatsoever. All right. Now we have 31 points in order to not, and so now in order to knock this down so that we don't have big giant purple bars in the next set of creatures when the corruption happens in 3 days, we only have to knock this down one more time, because the first time we knocked it down was when we destroyed the first node. And then we have to hit it one more time before 3 days. Is that going to happen though? 62 points. It's possible. But the only way that that's going to be possible is if we luck out somehow, okay? We're going to have to move these 2 purple areas. So that means we're going to waste our gold. That's going to up it to 9 a day. We'll move this one here to here, which is going to up it to 11 a day, which we have to have it done before 3 days, not in 3 days. So we really only have 2 more nights to collect, which is only going to give us 2253, which is not going to be enough to destroy it. So again, we're going to have to luck out somewhere. Maybe with a lucky blueprint. I really don't know. There are things in the game that give you stuff, give you restoration. I'm hoping for the best. Okay, we're just going to try it and see what happens from there. We have no more gold, so we're not going to bother wasting our time there. Our morale is up to 9, so that means that this is doing 1.9, almost double damage, which is awesome. All right, let's go. Ooh, this is getting a little tougher. We have a lot of reds, a little bit of yellows. It still looks like we're going to be handling this with no problems. did. And awesome. Oh, we got a... Yeah, hey, this could be one of those places where we get the extra bonus restoration. Or not. Oh, actually, it was the research points. You only get the purple restoration bonuses when you destroy these nodes with the corruption forces. So, but this is going to definitely help. Unlocks the execute skill for all shooting bunkers. We don't have shooting bunkers. We have one trebuchet, but this could be handy. We do not have marksman towers, so we're going to take the obvious. You could spend 2 gold and re-roll them all, but you might get 3 that you cannot use, so it's a risk. I'm going to take the one that we do own. So now this has a chance to execute creatures under 7% health. Not a chance, it will execute. 100% chance that it happens once they reach under 7%. And if you wanted to spend a skill point here by collecting your rocks, and we do have enough, we could make that 11%. So once they reach 11% health, they just instantly die, which does help. It's still kind of a low percentage, and you're still going to have to knock them down quite a bit to kill them. So I'm not going to waste it on that, but I am definitely going to waste it on stone and upgrading this to +3 more. Is that going to be enough? No. But if we can survive day 20, we will be able to knock that down right away the next day. Even though I don't think it's going to help knock out the purple bar, we still want to try and stay ahead of the game as much as we possibly can. That's what we're going to do. I mean, I could risk and just take this cloud away for 24 and hope that it gives me the amount that we need by the next day. That's a risk that you can take. It is possible to do. And maybe I will, because I don't think we're going to have enough. And I don't really want my monsters to increase in health point size, because it will be impossible to continue after that. So maybe I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit and see what that gives us. Now, this helps. We are going to end up with a ballista or a spike trap. I love it. It'll probably help us get at least by day 20. But once you see day 21 and the new creatures that are going to be introduced, not slimes anymore, they're heavily armored monsters and they are tough. Okay, so you will need a lot more power to kill them, right? So I don't think this is going to allow us to get too much further into the day 20s. But I'm going to go with the spike trap, I guess. I wish I had another loop to put it on, but I don't. So I'm going to put this early on to help with the trebuchet, to help knock them down before they get over here. Alright, so now in doing that, we have $11. We're going to open this up. I don't want to spend my money yet because I want to see what's behind here. Hoping. Moving nodes cost 2 less gold. Now this POI right here, if you can get this first, as one of your first ones, is one of the most amazing things that you can get. Because you've noticed, I've moved my mining station 2 or 3 times, I've moved my lumber stations 2 or 3 times, costing me 3 gold a pop, which, if I had that extra 15 to 20 gold right now, I could have bought another blueprint almost, or maybe another skill point, or another worker, which increases my strength quite a bit. So this is awesome. This is one of the better ones you're going to find. It costs you 2 less, so basically it costs you 1 gold to move your stuff around, which is amazing. Alright, pointing that out. So we have 11 gold. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to knocking this down. We're just going to go ahead and get a new worker, since we will... Oh, no, we're just a little bit short. Did my math wrong. So that sucks, but we're going to go on to day 20 and see if we can win. 3 big yellows and a gigantic purple boss. Are we going to win? We're going to see. It's possible. We got it. Good job. All right, got a new worker. We're definitely going to put, so now enemies are 100% stronger. That purple bar is going to fill up 1/3, so it's going to be 2/3 their normal health, which would be a full bar normally. And then 1/3 is going to be purple, which is going to be basically 1/3 extra of their health, which really friggin' sucks, man. But We had to do it. There was nothing else we really could have done. I'm going to use my worker on this ballista, or trebuchet, sorry, and increase the strength there. We do get a new one of these. When we acquire new workers, we're going to get 12 restoration. That's a decent one, but we're not going to get any workers anytime soon. Corrupted forests can be gathering 2 additional times before depleted. That's a nice one to have. Or we can recover 15% of any future restoration we spend. I'm going to go with the corrupted forest one. Even though we only have one more round, maybe 2 if we're lucky. We don't have enough to push this back, so there's nothing we can do there, unfortunately. I guess we could spend that worker I just put here to here, but I don't think we're going to have enough power as is, so we might as well just keep going and see how far we can get. We might as well spend our gold, buy some wood. See, the purple bar, actually it's halfway, which is not good. And these things are quite armored. We ain't going to get, where the first couple are going to hit, we're not even going to hardly kill any. We made it. Haha. 24 hit points left, but there's no possible way we're going to make the next one, but we are going to try anyway, because we're not going to give up. 62 points, that's not going to help us. 8 gold, we'll buy this, it's not really going to help us, and we're just going to go on to the day and end this episode. See, they have shields, they're a little tough. There's even stronger than this, believe it or not, but that's in a couple of rounds from now. So we lost. That's good though. So let's see, we lasted 22 days. We got 194 restoration this round though, a lot better than last round. And which is going to give us, because we defeated a source, gives us a bonus, 219 science. Let's go see what we can buy. Alright, so this round, I'm most definitely going to get the big fishing spots. We want those. Going to get this open just so I can get beyond it. So 30, get gathering stations bought in the store. So now we can buy those with gold. I believe they're 15 bucks a pop. And you can get any of the 3, the mining, the lumber, or the fishing. Okay. I would love to open up one of these camp style ones. Which one am I going to get? I could afford 2 out of the 3, or I could spend 100 bucks, get an extra 100 hit points, allowing us to go further. How much further? You've seen how hard those things are to kill. And this early in the game, I'm not going to be able to kill too many more of them yet, until I can get a little bit further along on this. So I think I'm going to go with 2 of these camp types instead of the hit points and 1 of them, because we only have 160. So we're going to go with this one because I like to have extra workers. And I also like to have extra wood. So we're going to go with these 2. We're going to spend that. And this is going to end this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, or next episode I should say, we are going to continue along. We are going to be a little bit stronger. I will explain those camps that I unlocked, as well as we'll see how much further we can get. Thank you very much. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, that would help me a lot. I do appreciate that, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.